Hi friends, welcome to our channel. In the last video we created the categories CRUD. Okay, so before going to this we'll verify our documentation. So the basic CRUD is divided into these steps. Okay, the first step we created the UI things. So created the controller, category controller, and we created UI related to the category. So I will show you now. Okay, see if I click on the categories. So we are getting the list page. When we clicking the create, we are getting the create page. If you click on the cancel, then again it go to the list page. You can, if you click on the edit, it is going to the edit page. These are the things what we created in the last video. Now in this video I am showing you the step 2 and step 3. I will try to cover the step 3 also. Step 2, what it is we need to install the entity framework package. This word we need to remember, entity framework package. So what this package will do means, for doing the DB operations we need these packages. Okay, so what it will do, I'll show you in the paint. See here, this is the database where we are storing the data. Okay, here we are storing the data. Okay, here our .NET code files are there. If I want to get the data from the this data, means it is related to the database, we can consider like a database. Okay, want to get the data from the database, we need SQL things. Already you know, if you have a knowledge. Okay, we need SQL things, so we need to write the so many long queries which will take time. To save our time, the Microsoft provided these packages. Those are called entity framework. Entity framework. Okay, so now here you need to install two things, two packages related to the framework. One is SQL server, second one is .tools. I'll show you how to install .tools. What these are the things I'll tell you. See, these tools are useful for this SQL server. It is indicating directly it is useful for sending the data to the database from the .NET code. Okay, means by using 1 minute, I want to draw something. Just expanding this. Is there any brush? I'm going to, yes, here it is there. So I'm going here. So if I want to move any data from here to here, what we need is SQL server. Got right? Bad. Here, then what is the use of tools? These tools. This is a new concept that are introduced for in other frameworks also. There other technologies like Django, those things are there. What it will do now, first we'll create one model. Model file. So what it contains, it contains table structure. Okay, it contains table structure. Okay, means what are the columns should be there, those things will write in this model file. For example, categories, there categories.cs, like that we will create some file. In that we'll add some column names, it will give the table structure. So then what is the use of these tools means, from this model file, okay, from this model file, okay, this tools package is there, right? It will create some files called migration files. Okay, migration files. So means whatever needed for the what is called needed for the database, those files will be created here. From these files, okay, this tools package is there, right? By using this from these files inside the database, means where we are doing inside SQL server, inside SQL server, okay, database and tables are created, but we'll use some commands. But for the creation we need migration files, then only database and tables are created. Okay, inside created by using some commands. For this we need to use some commands. Clear, right? So this is the basic thing. So what is the, now you are came to know, right, what is the use of these two packages, belongs to the same entity framework. Now I'm going to install that. Okay, now I'm stopping the server. How I am going to install? Just I need to right click on this our project name folder is there, right? Right click. Here you need to go to the manage NuGet packages. This one. We need to click on that. Okay. For this, when at the time of installation, we need compulsory internet. Okay. So I need to go to the browse. Click on the browse. It will verify the internet. Okay. So it is searching. It is searching very slow. Maybe internet is slow. Right. Here just I am writing NTT framework already came, just selecting the entity framework. So I already told you there are two packages we need, that is called SQL server and second one is tools. So this is the SQL server. See, already this version is there, but now the .NET version is 7. Okay, so that's why this now our version, whatever .NET version we are using, .NET is 3.1. This version is not suitable. So we must have same number like 3.1.5. We need to use same version, then only it will work. 3.1515, right? Just I'm selecting, just install. If you selected other version, it will throw error. So I'm installing package called SQL Server Entity Framework Core.SQL Server. I'm clicking on that and I am accepting this. So now this package is installed. That's why the pop-up is closed. You can see in the install place also. For confirmation, you can see here. If you click this Entity Framework Core SQL, yes, already installed. That's why it came, uninstall came. You should come in the install place. Well, sorry, it is as a search is there. It is showing this. See, it is already installed. It is showing. Now I am going here. I already told you two things. .SQL server. Second one is tools we need. Entity framework. Just I am selecting this. Based upon this, the search will be happen. So second one is tools. This one I need to select. Same. You need to follow which version we need. 3.1.5. If you take directly install, it will throw error. 3.1.5. Install. These two packages we need to install. Just we need to click on OK. Then it will ask accept. I accept it. Then it will automatically install. Just we need to wait for a little time. Right. So here if any errors are also there, it will show you errors also. Okay. This is the now. If you click on that, it will show like a uninstall. It will also show like uninstall. If it is showing install means the package itself not installed. We need to think. So I need to go to the install place. If you need to remove this search icon. Okay, if you remove this, we can see the installed packages. Clear, right? Now So this is the major thing what we covered here. So the step 2 is completed. These are the what is called package installation. I think you are clear in the installation of these packages, right? Now, we are going to create this step 2. So we are creating the MyDBContext file. So what is the use of MyDBContext file means? So if we want to connect with the SQL server, those configurations we will write in the MyDBContext file. This is created by us. It is not created by any package. So we need to create this. So for that, see here, I wrote already the steps. So these are the things. First we need to create the data folder. One folder I will create. Okay, not inside, not model folder. It should be in the project folder. Okay, should be the project folder. So I need to create a folder name called data because it is connecting with the database, right? That's why I'm calling that as a data. So I'm right clicking on this and I'm creating one folder named as data. Okay, because it is connecting with the database, that's why. Okay, and what it is showing, see here, I wrote a step by step. If you want any if anybody want this file, just please comment in the box. I will provide you. Okay, just small. So I'm right clicking on this. Just we need to create one class file. Just add, just go to the class. So here I'm using the same name, MyDBContext, same name I'm using here. I'm going here, just in the class name, this place I'm removing this and pasting this. This one space is there, just removing that. Add. Okay. So you can see here now this is the class file. So I already told you we need to do some configurations belongs to the entity framework. Why? Because entity framework only, right, connecting with the database. But here by using this file, we are adding the configuration related to entity framework here in this file. Okay. So what are the things we need to do? First thing, I need one, already entity framework has one class called DB context. If I want to use the methods inside the DB context means we have only one way, that is called through the inheritance. So DB context. See, it is throwing error. Why? Because we need to tell from which package you have. Okay, there is no such package. Okay, there is no such package, so we need to install. Where is this is coming from? I already told you, coming from the entity framework, so we need to install that. So using, so we need to mention using. So I can keep one cursor like this and I can keep like a control dot. That also will show. See, it is showing using Microsoft Entity Framework Core. You click on that, automatically it will be added. Means this class is present inside this package. That's why we need to import this. Then only we can use this. Okay. Then after that, what we need to do? I'll tell you, just 1 minute. Okay. So now I need to create a constructor for this class. Okay. I need to create constructor. Just I need to click on this class and I need to click on control step or control dot. So here it will show you the say generate constructor two places. Then what we need to select? See here. This is the one thing, empty constructor. This is containing options. You can see in the bracket there is option. This one only we need. Okay, I'm clicking this. there is a one arrow is also there. We don't need, just click on that, automatically it will come. Clear, right? Here there is a one error is there, just remove this. We don't need this. This will throw error, just remove that. We don't need that. Okay, this is the constructor how we created this. Then what we need here, it is we need another override function. Means already some function is there here. That method is there inside this class. We need to override. Override means already you know that method present in the parent class. We don't want that method. Okay, so we need to override by using our method. So calling override space, the method name is called on configuring. On configuring. See, it already came. We don't need to remember. On configuring only, just we need to remember. If we click that, automatically it will come. Don't need to think about that. Okay, automatically it will come. Here the main thing what we need to add is, so we already know in the SQL server there are several databases are there. So we need to tell which database you want. Okay, for that we need option builder is needed. Option builder is needed. Option builder. Here we need to mention, because there are different servers are there. There is a MySQL server is also there. So here we are using SQL server. So there is a method called use SQL server. Inside that, in double quotes, we need to mention as this is a fixed string. Okay, we need to add. First one is server equal to which server you want, which server you are using for the server management studio. After that, one semicolon. Then which database you want, database you want. You can add like I'm writing like a categories, not related to categories, related to like a blog, right? So I can use blog db. Okay, then so two things. After then I should write like integrated security true, because as we are using local, so you need to use integrated secure space security. Integrated security is equal to true. Okay, don't forget, if you mention any, if you remove any equal to, it will throw error. Okay, here one thing is missing. What is the server? See here, I am opening the what is called SQL Server Management Studio. So we need to install this to connect with the database. Here only we can get the which server you are using. Okay, we don't need to ask anybody. Every laptop having their own server names. So check with this, where we can find that server name. So it will take, this video will take little time, but it will be very useful. I am taking time because this is the video. In this is the video we can know what is happening behind. See here in this video you are seeing this server name, right? Here my server name is just dot I kept. If you want, wherever whatever the text is there, you need to copy the text and keep here. So for me the server is dot, that's why dot came. For you having some separate server name, just you copy and paste that one. Then I am saving this. Clear, right? Then what are the things we need to do? These are the things here we need to do. Here I'm commenting here in this line, means above this this on configuring method, just I need to mention the table related methods. You can write it called as a properties. So what are the things I need to add here? Just one. This is the key role, because this for if you want to do the CRUD of books, if you want to do the CRUD of pens, only here only you need to change, here only you need to add. For example, if you want to create some categories thing, you need to add here categories thing. Okay, if I want to, but little configuration, just I am briefing you. If I want to do the books CRUD, we will add here. How we will add, I will show you how. Okay, so no other configuration should not change. This is the how we will create this file. Okay, next one, just I am saving. Now I'm going to this DB context is completed, adding all the configuration. Then what we need to do is, because this is our file, so we need to tell to the .NET but we are using we created my context file. All the configuration I kept here. Can you see this file for connecting with the server? Okay, for that we need to go to the startup file. Okay, startup file. Where the startup file is there? See here. Yeah. Okay, startup file is there here. Inside this whatever the SQL is a service. It is not a configuration. It is a service. So we need to, there are two methods. Configure services. Second one is configure. So we need to add here configure service. After this we need to add. So services dot. Okay. Add DB context. DB context. So inside that, okay, add DB context. Inside that our file, whatever our file, my DB context, the spelling should be same, that method we should call. So how can we know this one? See, is there any spelling difference where I'm checking? Okay, nothing. Then I need to import here by using something, right? So I need to click, keep the cursor here. I need to press in the keyboard control. So here it will show you that context file class is inside your project folder, inside data. Okay, you need to understand, just using this there is no use. Okay, this DB context file is inside your project folder. Inside the project folder there is a data folder is there. Inside that it is there. That's why you need to import this. So here it is imported, then the error will go. Okay, save. Then I need to save. So it is throwing error. What is this throwing error? Just we need to know. If error is there, we can see here. See, MyDB context showing error in the 24th line. You can see here. I'm going here. 24th line. If any error is there, just we don't need to. 24th line here. Here there is no semicolon. It is telling. Just I am adding now. So we need to verify just not only the thing. Here we need to check the any errors also there. Clear, right? Now this MyDB context setup is done. So for any new CRUD, you don't need to go to the startup services. This is completed. Now, if any new CRUD is doing, only you need to add table related things here. Clear, right? Next one. So in this session, just I'm creating one what is called. Okay, first I will do the migration comments. I'll show you so that you can understand what is happening. So here I created one database, right? So I want to create the database inside SQL Server. So by default you can't add, you can't create. So for that you need to add like this command, add hyphen migration. So how you can create, how you can run this command means, I need to go inside this. Here you need to go, there is a menu called tools. Inside that there is a NuGet package manager. There is a package manager console. What it will do, there are two steps it will do. First step, already I told you, if I want to create, I am increasing the by using mouse scroll. I already told you in the paint also, I think, where is the, see, I already told you, first we need to create the migration files. We didn't create a model, right? Then what is the use of migration? How, what is the means? Now it is creating the only database, because we already gave database from in the MyDB context, right? It will create. So for that what we are doing, add hyphen migration. It will not create any database in the SQL Server. It will create some files by inside one folder called migrations. It will create. Now if you see here, there is no migrations folder. When I run this only, so after add migration we need to add some message, take a start. When we are starting, right? Start migration. Some message we need to add. Just enter. I told you it will not create any database. It will create some migration files. See here, it is build is started. It is doing some operations. It will create some migration folder. You need to wait for some time. Okay, so build is success. See, migration files is folder is created. See, are you able to see, right? If you click on this, you can see the details. What are the things present? Now there are no tables. We are getting only the database. There are no tables. It is saying okay. See, there are no tables because we didn't added any CRUD, right? There are no tables. Then okay, see here. Now, so add migration is done. Now what I am doing, update hyphen database. What it will do, database. What it will do, it will update the database. Means whatever the database you want to create, you already added, right, in my context file. What we added, blog blog hyphen blog hyphen blog hyphen. Here I am clicking on this. Here I am decreasing the size. I am showing you what are the DB. So block DB we added, right? So I want to create this database by using which command we need to use here. Here I showed you in the documentation. Update database. This command we need to use. Update database. It will create the database with that name. With that name called blockdb. How can we know? You can see here. I'm connecting this database. BlockDB should create. We should create. See, I'm opening this. Are you able to see, right? By running the update database only, this database created. Okay, you are clear, right? This is the way we need to do the connectivity and database creation inside the SQL Server. Thanks for seeing this video. Please like and share and subscribe this video.